Your subconscious mind will only allow you to see the opportunities that it knows that it's capable of completing. That's why people don't see opportunities out here. That's why they're poor in the gutter and broke. They're like, oh, the world's against me, the world's against me. There's a million opportunities right in front of them and they can't even see it because they're not capable of seeing it. But once you put the work in to become the man that gets the results in any situation, and you know that you're capable of being an entrepreneur, a business owner, you know you're capable of working hard and keeping your word and showing up and doing what you say you're going to do. Once you become that man, you'll start to see all the opportunities. You'll start to see all the opportunities, and you'll start to chase those opportunities, achieve those, complete those, and make the gains that come from that. And that's what we're driving at. Completing the man, building the man that gets results in any situation. I'll never be complete. I started to say that, but I'll never be complete. I have a long way to go myself. I decided to make an extra couple $1,000 this week, so I did, and I am. But that comes with having the mindset that I have, that I've developed over the last decade. I can be a business owner, I can be an entrepreneur, and the only time I'll go work for somebody else is if it's strategic for business. Like getting a job at the gym so I can meet a bunch of people and further my men's health business. Or whatever it may be. I have other businesses I'm starting. But I can do that. I can do that because I keep my word. That's all I do is hear motherfuckers tell me how they're going to start the program and they never do. They'd rather spend money on comfort and vacations than to further their life in universal wisdom and start a business that'll make them millions. They'd rather spend $5,000 on a vacation than take a couple thousand and invest it in making millions. That's how stupid people are. Do not be those people. If you watch my channel, do not be that guy. If you say you're going to do something, do it. As the famous saying from the movie goes, all we have is our word and our balls. Well, that encompasses a lot, actually. Because if you have your word and your balls, that means you're reliable. That means you do what you say you're going to do, and you show up. And that you have your balls. That means you'll overcome fear and get shit done, even when it's hard. That you're going to face your problems and stand up to them. That's what it means to have balls. And so many other characteristics that go along with those things. So in this world, you only have your word and your balls. Do you? Do you? Or do you just like that saying because it makes you look like a fucking man, even though you're not, motherfucker? I'm going to guess the second. Because there's very few people out there that keep their word and have a set of fucking balls. And hopefully it's not you. But if it is, it's important to recognize it. There's nothing wrong with admitting that you don't know something. That's the first step to growth. That's the first step to growing. It's admitting, maybe I didn't do all those things that I said I did quite the way I picture it in my mind. I have people tell me they're business owners all the time, entrepreneurs. But if you ever were, you'd still be today. Nobody's going to go from making $4,000 or $5,000 a week to making $400 or $500 a week just because they're tired. It wouldn't happen. If I go get a job making $400 or $500 a week, it's for a strategic business move, like furthering my men's health career by getting a job at the gym or something like that for a couple of months. But it's not going to be my financial world. It's just going to be to meet people and do something new because I want to do it and work out and get paid for it. Whatever it is, it's not going to be my livelihood. It's going to be for some personal interest or business interest. If you were ever a business owner and entrepreneur, you would still be one today. So if you're not a business owner, if you're not an entrepreneur, if you're not keeping your word, and if you're not overcoming fear and showing up regardless of how you feel, then you don't have your word in your balls, you don't know shit, and it's time that you do. It's time that you do. It's time to get your life in gear. It's time to become the man that gets results in any situation so that you can see all the opportunities in front of you, because there's a million of them. There is a million business opportunities right in front of you right now, and you can't even see them because you're not the man. It's time to become the man. Yes, I have a ways to go. I'll always be growing. I'll always be growing. I'll always be changing. I'll always be furthering my life. I have men that I follow for that. And you should have men that you follow for that. Not even just me. You should be watching Wes Watson, Bedros Keuilian, Andy Frisella. You should be watching all these other guys and following them. You should be following multiple people. You should be paying for a coach. You should be paying for a coach, absolutely. That's first and foremost. That's the first thing I did in Alcoholics Anonymous 10 years ago, was I got a sponsor that told me what to do because he was successful in what I was trying to do. So I did what he did, and I got what he got. Now I have sobriety. Now I have my life. Now I can function. Now I can start to become the man. That's the first thing I had to learn how to do, was subtract the things from my life that were holding me back. You are connected to the universe. We all are. I had good intentions. I was a good person on the inside. I was a hard worker. I just didn't know how to be the man. But once I got rid of all the things that were holding me back, and once I started working on the qualities that I had, I was able to start making some gains and stacking some wins. I was able to start growing the man that I wanted to be, and eventually become the hero of my own life. And sometimes it's pretty painful. I'm not going to lie. The hardest part about spiritual growth, about financial growth, because our success never exceeds our personal development. And the more you personally develop, the more you see in other people, the more painful it is. Something that I've been struggling with for a long time. I've been working on it lately myself. I'm doing okay at it. I'm doing okay at it. But man, there's some real fucking morons out here. And I just want to wring their goddamn neck to death. I'm not kidding, man. They have no idea the potential they have in their mind. I am no different than you. I'm not special. You have the same talents and gifts that I do, and maybe some that I don't. But I can work on them. We can all work on them. But some people are good at shit. Keep your word. Grow some balls and get a coach. If you don't know who to get, DM me for coaching. Let's change your life. Let's change your finances. Let's create the man that gets the results in any situation, and you will see the opportunities in front of you. The world will open up like a flower. You will see everything that life has to offer, and you can change your life whenever you want. Have a good night.